Ladies and gentlemen, please say good morning to Jonas, who's joined us from, what was the word? No, your company? Enigma Games from Sweden?
No,
Denmark. Jonas is one of the organisers for next week's Naboo Open. So do you want to give us a little explanation of what people can expect from that?
Definitely. It's not the same size. It's not the same size of event we have in. But we have 200 players that will come. And
what sort of a venue have you hired out?
Sorry.
What sort of a venue have you got?
We have actually the National Museum of History. In the middle of Copenhagen.
Wow.
We rent the biggest hall.
Yeah.
They have. Yeah. And we will turn it up to a big Star Wars environment.
My laptop's just switched on.
Okay. Yeah.
Go on. So you're going to decorate up with Star Wars?
Yeah, we have the special character that will come in and presentate under the whole event.
Yeah.
There will be 3 Star Wars games to play beside of the event, and there will also come a lot of decoration. We have a big TIE fighter that will be in the middle of the room.
How big a TIE fighter?
I think it will be 5 meter high, or 4 meter high, I think, with light and sound, and there will be a lot of products to try, and you can also build your own lightsaber at the tournament.
They do that in Disney, yeah. And so 4 meter high, you can probably sit inside it, can't you?
No, it's not a full size. I have seen picture of the full size, but it will be
more approximately. A pretty large size one. People are going to be taking their photos with that. So we've actually got someone dressed up as a TIE fighter pilot here today. I'll see if I can get an interview with him later.
Yeah.
So as far as for yourselves in Denmark, what sort of effort has gone into setting up a tournament like that? Obviously, to get a place like the Museum of History and stuff like that must take a lot of work.
Yeah, it's definitely take a lot of time and also to find. But actually, it was the best location we could find to all the people that could come at the event.
Yeah.
But also board games are growing. The popularity in Denmark are growing very, very, very fast.
I've got a lot of theories about that. Things like video games, for example. 10 years ago, you could still get a lot of video games. You could sit down 2 people on the sofa and play together. Lately, as the HD graphics have exploded in video games, it's become more about photorealism. That's put a lot of strain on processor power, and you can't quite get the same kind of split screen effects as you used to be able to do a few years ago, so 2 people can play together. So now you're really limited to just one screen for multiple players, and that also gives you a limited format for a gameplay experience as far as video games are concerned. So being that co-op games as far as video games have almost disappeared, that's meant that board games have come a lot more into the social experience among people that do like to play games together.
Yeah,
things like that, and a lot of other things as well, like just the fact that in later years, as geek culture sort of exploded, and board games are taking more interest in that. Things like the Star Wars license, the zombie side games, taking a lot of influence from Walking Dead and other zombie culture.
Pandemic are very popular.
Pandemic very popular. A lot more adult-themed games, but not basic at the same time. A lot of thematic games, things like it's not just tokens moving along a table, meeples and stuff like that. Now you've actually got miniatures, you've got environments built into the game, and that's what makes the game a lot more appealing to people. Things like a game like X-Wing, especially once you start getting playmats with starfields and planets painted on them, is when people start to get a lot more interested in what's going on.
Yeah.
So that's excellent. I'm assuming half of these playmats are going to you guys, and the other half are coming to us in Spain.
Yeah, I think it's the same one.
I'm assuming that's what's going to happen.
We have 500 here, so
yeah. And what we'll do is we'll have a little follow-up here, because I do know that yesterday a litre of Coke was spilt on one of the playmats. Let's see who gets that one, you or us.
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
So when you're playing next week in the Naboo or Tatooine Open, just have a quick touch of your playmats and see which one's sticky.
Yeah, then we can.
and if you find it, you've won a prize. I'm not quite sure what the prize is, but
but we will see, because I also speak a lot with Vince about it. We need all the clean mats for it. It's his big event, so his little child.
One of the things I'm not well, it makes no difference really, but the table mats the tablecloths are dark. So when you put the playmat on top, in this case it's not too bad because they've given me a dark blue one, but it makes it a bit more difficult to see the outline of the playmat. So I always prefer to have a high contrast between the tablecloth and the playmat, so you can really see where the play area stops.
Yeah.
Like not necessarily black on white, but maybe something like a lighter colour rather than being mid-tone. So anyway, thank you for your time.
Yeah,
right?
thank you for
enjoy the rest of your expo. All right?
I will.
And maybe we'll talk about doing something next week as far as connecting the two expos, the two opens.
Yeah, maybe you can have some live at the same time.
Something like
let's
that.
See. Yeah,
okay.
definitely.
And you're going to be streaming as well.
I will try.
At the same time, I'll be streaming.
Yeah, we have
so
a special group that will.
Everyone at home, you're going to want 2 screens. Okay, you have your Tatooine open from Madrid on that one, and your Naboo open from Denmark. Well, no, what you should do is you should put one on top and one on bottom, because you've got the south and the north of Europe. So and you can probably hang like some little Christmas lights on the top one, and put some little palm trees on the bottom. Okay, thank you for your time.
Thank you again.
Right, have the rest of the expo. Enjoy yourself, and we'll speak later.
Yeah,
thank you.
Thank you.